Hello everyone. Today we're going to be talking about Union and its territories. So let's get straight to the topic. Union and its territories is given in part 1 of the Constitution. Okay, from Article 1 to Article 4. So let's discuss each article in brief. Article 1 says that India, that is Bharat, is a union of states. So what is mentioned here? The name of the nation, right, and the type of polity. Why we have preferred union of states? Dr. Ambedkar told that union of states is preferred over a federation of states because Indian federation is not a result of agreement between the states. Okay, and the states have no right to secede. Okay, the country no is an integral whole. It is divided into different states only for administrative convenience. Okay, when we say union no, it means it is indestructible. Okay, and when we say federation, it is destructible. So the country says that we are union, although the constitution says that we are federal. Okay, now when we say territory of India, what does it mean? It means three things. It includes three things: territory of the states, union of territory, union territory, and territory that may be acquired in the future. Okay, and when we say union of India, it includes only the states. So territory of India has a wider connotation than union of India. Okay, now whatever the names and states or names of states and union territories, they are mentioned in the first schedule. Okay, this box, let's assume it is first schedule. The names of the states and union territories are mentioned here. How many states are there? 28, and 9 union territories are there. And here the territorial extent is given. Okay, why it is divided like this? For administrative convenience. Okay, and whatever constitutional provisions are mentioned for the states, they are applicable same for all the states. Okay, for all the states same provisions are given, but there are some exceptions. The special some special provisions are given to some states. They are mentioned in part 21, and also there are fifth and sixth schedule areas. They have some separate provisions. They are mentioned in part 10 of the constitution, mentioned in article 244 clause 1 and clause 2. Right, clause 1 is for fifth schedule, clause 2 is for sixth schedule. Now what are these special provision states? Which are those states mentioned in part 21? Telangana, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh. And in northeast side, just remember this: northeast minus MT. Okay, Meghalaya and Tripura. Nagaland, Manipur, Sikkim, Mizoram, Arunachal Pradesh, Assam. All these are special provision. They have special provisions mentioned in the constitution for these states. Okay. Now, when we say India, that is sovereign, what does it mean? It means India can acquire territories or cede territories. What have we acquired in the past? We have acquired Dadar and Nagar Haveli, right? Goa and Daman and Diu from Portuguese, Puducherry from France, Sikkim from a king named Chogayal. Right? What have we ceded territories? We have ceded enclaves to Bangladesh in the Beru Bari Union case 1960. Right? I'll come to this, but first we'll discuss Article 2. Article 2 says that it gives the power to the Parliament to admit or establish new states. Right? Now, when do we admit? When it is already in existence, and when do you establish? When it is non-existent, right? Either of which are not part of the Union of India. That is Article 2. Now, here we ceded territories. No, what did the Supreme Court say that time? It said that Article 3. Okay, we need to discuss Article 3 before discussing this one. Let's discuss Article 3. Article 3 tells that internal readjustment between the states of the states. So it gives Parliament to form new state by either separating or uniting the states, either increase the area of the states or decrease the area of the states, alter the boundary of the states, alter the name of the states. So all this Parliament can do, and this changes no it can be done only by the prior recommendation of the President, and the President has to refer to the same to the state legislature. But their views, the state legislature's views, is not binding on the Parliament. And if you want to change the union territories name and boundaries, then no reference is needed. Okay, so what does this indicate? It indicates that the territorial integrity of the states is not guaranteed. Okay, India is a indestructible union with destructible states, whereas in US American Constitution, it is an indestructible union with indestructible states. Okay, now we'll come back to this. Article 3. The Supreme Court told that Article 3 does not cover the secession of Indian territory. What does Article 3 say here? Parliament to form new state, increase area of state, decrease area of state, alter boundary of state, alter name of state. But where is Indian territory mentioned here? It's not mentioned here. That's what Supreme Court told here. Does not cover secession of Indian territory. So it can be done. This secession can be done only by uh, constitutional amendment. So Indian government passed the 9th Constitutional Amendment Act to transfer the territories. But later Supreme Court in 1969 told that you do not require a constitutional amendment for this. Just executive action is enough for boundary settlement. This is just history. Then Article 4. What does Article 4 say? The laws made under Article 2 and Article 3 are not to be considered as amendments to the Constitution under Article 368. Okay, you just need a simple majority. Whatever these laws are there, you just need to implement them. You need simple majority. That's all. Okay, then we'll go to exchange of territories with Bangladesh. How this happened? What is the history behind it? So it all began from the 100th Constitutional Amendment Act 2015. Okay, basically acquiring and transferring territories. India had to acquire 51 enclaves from Bangladesh and transfer 111 to Bangladesh, 111 enclaves. So there were three purposes behind this. One is we had an agreement and protocol for enclave exchange, and we had adverse possessions, and there was supposed to be a demarcation of 6.1 kilometer undemarcated border. So because of this, three reasons, 100th Constitutional Amendment Act was passed. Now this amendment modified the provisions of first schedule. First schedule, there was mentioned the names of the states and territorial extent. So these four states which are mentioned here, they were modified. Okay, because our boundary is being modified here, no, that's why. Now India and Bangladesh have boundary of 4096.7 kilometer. This was determined by Ratcliffe in 1947. Okay, but later dispute arrived, and then it got resolved by Baggy again 1950. Then came Nehru-Noon Agreement 1958. Okay, then Berubari Union came, Berubari that case 1960, and after that 9th Constitutional Amendment Act was passed, but it couldn't be notified. Okay, that was the hindrance here. Then 1974 Land Boundary Agreement was formed. This was the agreement for demarcation, but it did not get ratified. Then in September 6, 2011, a protocol was formed, and this was supported by these four states, right? And then finally, enclave exchange happened. Then evolution of states and union territories. There were 552 princely states before, right? And they had an option. They were given option in which is mentioned in the Indian Independence Act 1947, either to join India, to join Pakistan, or to remain independent. Out of 552, 549 joined India. Okay, and in that three of them, that's Hyderabad, Junagadh, and Kashmir, they chose to remain independent. But later on, Hyderabad was acquired by police action, Junagadh by referendum was conducted there, and Kashmir by accession, right? So after this, a four-fold classification was made: Part A, Part B, Part C, Part D. So in Part A, 9 governors provinces was included, and Part B, 9 princely states with legislature was included, and in Part C, 10 chief commissioner provinces was included, which was centrally administered. This is nothing but your present day union territories. Okay, there were 10 that time in Part C, and Part D included Andaman and Nicobar. Okay, now linguistic organization. Okay, there was demand of linguistic organization. First it began with the Dhar Commission in 1948. This Dhar Commission was also known as Linguistic Provinces Commission. Okay, remember that month here, June 1948. Okay, it recommended recommendation on administrative convenience, not linguistic reorganization. But later on, from after I think June, July, August, September, October, November, December, 6 months, JVP Commission was formed. Okay, which included Nehru, Patel, Pittabi, Sitaramaya. Okay, 3 people. They also rejected language as the basis. But Government of India was forced to create the first linguistic state, that is Andhra Pradesh, in October 1953, because the fast was conducted by Potu Sriramalu, and he passed away in that. So they were forced. Then came Fazal Ali Commission, which included K.M. Panikar and H.M. Kunzru. Right, this was in December 1953. Okay, 2 months after that, one more commission was there. What did they do? What did they say? They broadly accepted language as the basis, okay, but rejected one language, one state. Okay, what factors they included for creating the states? They factors included strengthen the unity and security of India. Okay, then linguistic and cultural homogeneity must be there, and financial, economic, administrative consideration have to be taken into consideration. Then planning and promotion of welfare of the people and nation is also one of the factors to be considered. These are the things which they told. Now they also said that we have to abolish the fourfold classification and divide it into 16 states and 3 union territories. Okay, what did the government of India do? They enacted the 1956 State Reorganization Act, okay, and the 7th Constitutional Amendment Act. Okay, based on these two, rearrangement was made and it resulted in 14 states and 6 union territories. What did they say? 16 states and 3 union territories. We made 14 states and 6 union territories. So Kerala was formed by merging Travancore, Cochin, South Canara. Andhra Pradesh was formed by merging Andhra and Hyderabad. Madhya Pradesh was formed by merging Madhya Bharat and Vindhya and Bhopal. Then a new union territory was formed by merging Lakshadweep, Minicoy, Amandeep Islands from territories detached from Madras. Then Bombay formed by merging Saurashtra and Kutch. Mysore, the Coorg was included in Mysore states. Then Pepsu, Patiala and East Punjab States Union, that was merged into Punjab. Ajmer into Rajasthan. Okay, so these are all reorganization happened that time. The timelines are different, okay, for each of them. It's not mentioned here. It is mentioned in this one. Okay, so let's see one by one. 1956, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh was formed. 1960, Maharashtra and Gujarat was formed. 1961, Dadar and Nagar Haveli by the 10th Constitutional Amendment Act. It was given Union Territory status. Then 1962, Daman and Diu was formed, and Pondicherry, 14th Constitutional Amendment Act. It became a Union Territory. Then 1963, Nagaland was formed. 1966, Haryana. 1971, Himachal Pradesh. 74, Sikkim was formed by 36th Constitutional Amendment Act, Article 371 F. That was the special provision mentioned in the Constitution for that state. 1987, Mizoram and Arunachal Pradesh, Goa. 2000, Chhattisgarh, Uttarakhand, Jharkhand. And 2014, Telangana. And 2019, Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, which was given Union Territory status. Right. So apart from that, there were some change in names. In 1950, United Provinces was changed to Uttar Pradesh, and in 1969, Madras was changed to Tamil Nadu. 1973, Mysore was changed to Karnataka, and there is also one more significance. On 1st November 1956, we celebrate Kannada Rajyotsava. Okay, then Lakshadweep, Minicoy, Amandeep Islands was merged with Lakshadweep, 1973. Okay, then 1992, Union Territory of Delhi was renamed to NCT of Delhi. Then 2006, Uttaranchal to Uttarakhand. Then Pondicherry to Puducherry. Then in 2011, Orissa to Odisha. Okay, so this was all about Union and its territories. I'll come up with the next chapter like this only, and we can revise the entire Lakshmikant through short notes very fast. Thank you.